The old ways remembered, before the books were bound in words and rules were carved in stone. Before the fearful hearts were taught, they stood before a throne. There lived a deeper, older way beneath the open sky, where truth was not in written law, but how the world passed by. The ancestors upon this land walked softly with the day. They did not bow to crafted gods, nor kneel in taught display. They rose with sun, they slept with dark, they followed moon and tide, and gave their thanks to earth herself, who nourished and supplied. They knew the rhythm of the soil, the turning of the year. They felt the change in shifting winds long before it drew near. No doctrine shaped their simple lives, no fear of what might be, just quiet trust in what was given, wild and endlessly free. No wars were fought for promised realms beyond the mortal breath. No blood was spilled in sacred names to sanctify a death, for life itself was sacred then in every form it took, not written down for others' gain within a guarded book. Yet man, in time, would shape a god to govern, guide and bind, to right of sin, of debt, of fear, to quieten the mind. And in that shaping came control, both subtle and severe, a promise made of distant light to anchor present fear. For in the name of heaven, high and truths they claimed to know, they led the masses into wars that history still shows. And all the while, the earth endured beneath the blood and flame, unchanged by man's illusions or the power of his name. But here, upon this meadow ground where older truths remain, there is no need for borrowed faith nor absolution gained, for everything that lives and breathes moves in a deeper way, aligned with laws no man has made nor words could ever say. The river flows without a need to prove what it has known. The trees still stand in silent strength, content to stand alone. The birds do not seek permission for the songs they freely give, and none among them question how or why they choose to live. And here I stand among it all, no longer pulled away from something real and rooted in the passing of each day. No striving now against the tide of nature's steady hand, but moving with the quiet truth that shapes this ancient land. For modern life, with all its noise, its hunger, and its strain, has lost the simple understanding written in the plain. It pushes hard against the flow it cannot hope to bend, and wonders why its restless mind can never seem to mend. Anxiety and endless want, a spirit left untied, from something older, deeper still that cannot be denied. A disconnection from the earth that formed our very breath, replaced by hollow promises that linger after death. But here, no promise need be made of something yet to come, for life is full and present now, beneath the rising sun. No waiting for a distant place where peace is said to lie, for peace is found in how we live before we come to die. The pagans knew what we forgot, though time has worn their name, that living with the earth itself requires no greater claim. To watch, to wait, to walk in step with all that comes and goes, and find within that simple truth a peace the spirit knows. So I will stand upon this ground where older voices speak, not loud, nor bound in written form, but steady, calm, and meek. A barefoot soul upon the earth, no longer lost or torn. For in these ways, long left behind, I find myself reborn.